All good? Yeah. All righty. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
In compliance with the Open Public Meeting Law, notification of this meeting has been sent to our official newspapers and other publications circulated in the Borough of Old Tappan and notice posted on the bulletin board at Borough Hall. Please be reminded that all of our meetings are video recorded and posted to our website. And please note the fire exits are at the rear of the council chambers and at the main door as you entered this evening. Roll call, please.
Mayor Gallagher?
Here.
Councilman Benagi?
Here.
Councilman Boyce?
Here.
Councilwoman Costello?
Here.
Councilman Guan?
Here.
Councilman Marty? Councilman Yu?
Here.
Would you please rise and join me to salute to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Would you please remain standing and join me in a moment of silence for National Guard members Sarah Beckstrom, killed in the line of duty protecting our nation's capital, and Andrew Wolf, who remains in critical condition tonight. Please pray for their families during this very difficult time. Thank you. All right, our first order of business tonight is our consent resolution for Council President Boyce.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Be resolved that the following resolutions placed on the agenda by consent require no discussion, and the same having been previously reviewed by each council person, be and are hereby adopted in their entirety by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Old Tappan. Bills and claims, transfer 2025 budget appropriations, cancel 2025 and 2026 added assessment billing, interlocal services agreement, pistol range, animal control services agreement, educational cooperative pricing system agreement, retirement agreement, police chief, employee health savings account contribution.
Is there a second?
Second.
Do you have any discussion on any of the items in our consent resolution?
Yes.
Please.
Animal control.
Heiko.
Isn't this? I know, but isn't this annual? If so, why December? What, shouldn't this come during the budget time or?
We're just signing the contract. It's for January.
Okay. So
We're approving the contract for January 1 through December 31st.
sure. Was there? I'm sorry, I must have missed it. I didn't see the contract. Was there?
Was it? It was a that.
I'm sure it was. I probably.
I mean, it's a
Same money.
slight increase, but nothing
Okay.
amazing. Yeah.
All right, that's fine. I mean, I haven't heard any negatives
No.
from the police.
Want your job back?
No, I'm just saying it's worked.
Okay.
No,
All right.
it's nice not to have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, whatever we've done, it's worked. So yeah, it's good. Okay, that's all I have.
Okay. Motion and a second. Any other comments? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Councilman Benagi?
Yes.
Councilman Boyce?
Yes.
Councilwoman Costello?
Yes.
Councilman Guan?
Yes.
Councilman Yu?
Yes.
Okay, moving on to new business, ordinance 1285-25 for Council President Boyce.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have a first reading to amend the golf course fees ordinance, a resolution whereas an ordinance entitled an ordinance supplementing Chapter 119 fees of the Code of the Borough of Old Tappan to amend the fees charged for the use of the Old Tappan Golf Course was introduced at a meeting of the Mayor and Council held on the first day of December 2025. Now therefore be resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Old Tappan, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, that ordinance number 1285-25 being the same is hereby adopted on first reading, and be it further resolved that the ordinance number 1285-25 be further considered for final passage in a meeting of the said Mayor and Council to be held on the 18th day of December 2025 at 7:30 p.m. in the evening or as soon thereafter as the matter can be reached by the council chambers at Borough Hall, 227 Old Tappan Road, Old Tappan, New Jersey, at which time and place all persons who may be interested will be given an opportunity to be heard regarding ordinance number 1285-25. And be it finally resolved that the Borough Clerk is hereby authorized and directed to publish the introduction and notice of hearing as required by law.
Second.
Okay, any discussion on this ordinance?
I had a couple of questions. The first question is, what is the percentage change from prior year for the new fees
It's a 5% change.
increase?
Yes. That's to cover additional expenses such as labor. Also, fertilizers have gone up, other, consumables for the golf course. We also actually did add a new designation, which is a family designation that allows for a husband and wife plus 2 juniors, with additional juniors of being different for out-of-town residents compared to in-town residents.
Mhm. We can probably get into this maybe during the budget process, but I was curious if the fees cover the cost of running the course? Or does the town cover a portion of it?
The course itself is positive.
We're actually making money
We're
from
making,
putting
we
up-
make money.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill, maybe explain to her where we were in like 2020 and where we are now.
Should we do that?
No, I mean, just Reader's Digest,
You could,
two
yeah,
sentences.
you can just explain how in 20, when did we
In
privatize?
2020,
Forgot.
we became, we hired an outside management company to manage the golf course. Prior to that, we had all in-town employees running the golf course.
22.
22?
We had 2 retirements.
Yeah.
We had 2 big retirements.
That's true, because
Department heads.
2020 was the first year we were profitable because of COVID.
COVID.
It shot up
Because
20 to
everybody was
30%.
working from home.
Right, so everybody
Oh, right,
could go
so
to
where
the
it was
school.
golf.
They could play golf
Kind of-
because it was outside.
Right. But we had a retirement of a couple long-time
High salary employees.
high salaried employees with benefits.
Mm.
We put it out to bid, we vetted a lot of RFPs, we narrowed it down to 3, they gave presentations, we've had Kemper Sports Management managing the golf course ever since, and we've been profitable ever since they took over the management.
Great.
And previous, we'd take in, I don't know, I want to say 700,000, we'd make 5,000, we'd lose 20.
Yeah, it was.
We'd make 10, we'd lose 50, we'd make 50. We never really made money there
Right.
as a business, but now we're making money.
Do we have a feeling for how this compares to other
Hang on
town?
one sec. It just quit.
Sure.
What about budget items?
Yeah.
It's always a budget item. Yeah, for the last 5 years.
Yeah, we've been talking about that. You should see the planning board.
The whole thing is like locked in. Oh, there you go. Hello? Okay.
Okay. Where were we?
Similar courses in other towns, how the fees compare? Same?
Yeah, we're right on par with them.
And not many other towns have a municipal
But
golf
it's,
course.
it's unique, right? We have 9 holes, there might be 18 in Rivervale, so it
all
really
down
depends. There's no sort of
Kemper are the
comparable, I would say.
professionals who make that determination where we price everything,
They are.
how we can maximize, for lack of a better word, profits.
And we've worked well with
One of
them.
the big things we did was going to tea times. We didn't have tea
Online.
times before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So now the downtime that they have is actually being used.
Yeah, so non-peak hours are open to the public.
Yeah, we've modernized the management of the,
Yes,
of
good point.
running
That's
the
a good way
course,
to put it.
basically.
A
And
lot of the
we're
stuff
making,
that's-
we're making good revenue now as opposed to, let's say, 7, 8 years ago.
Great, thank
And
you.
Bill, the number of memberships pretty much stayed stable.
Well, it was down, now it's up, and we haven't, it's very much stable, and it's kind of interesting. I think is it 242? I think we have 242 members.
How many do we,
It's somewhat equal between in-town and out-of-town, like 50-50 split.
how many do we have back in the day? When I moved to Altapan, you couldn't even get onto the golf course.
Well, we had 500 members back in the 80s.
500?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. We had a waiting list. or
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
Like that.
Mhm.
But it really.
It's a whole different
got to
vibe
the
now.
point where it wasn't
Popularity.
profitable.
General popularity of golf has declined. I mean, there was a peak,
I see it
Tiger
coming
Woods,
So,
et cetera.
it's getting back, though. It is.
I heard people quitting pickleball and starting golf and again.
Okay.
There's there's space there for new courts, right?
Yeah.
I think you get more hurt than people.
Tell
All
me
right, I
about
think
it.
we had a motion and a second, I think I heard down here.
Yes.
Couple of comments, roll call, please.
Councilman Benaghi?
Yes.
Councilman Boyce?
Yes.
Councilwoman Costello?
Yes.
Councilman Klein?
Yes.
Councilman Yu?
Yes.
Okay, next item on the new business would be ordinance 1286-25. That's for Councilman Yu.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is the first reading of ordinance number 1286-25, amend zoning ordinance. Resolution, whereas an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to amend ordinance number 255-8A, titled Permitted Uses, was introduced at a meeting of the mayor and council held on the first day of December 2025. Now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and council of the borough of Old Tappan, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, that ordinance number 1286-25, being the same, is hereby adopted on first reading, and be it further resolved that said ordinance number 1286-25 will be further considered for final passage at a meeting of the said mayor and council to be held on the 18th day of December, 2025 at 7:30 PM in the evening or as soon thereafter as a matter can be reached in the council chambers at Borough Hall, 227 Old Tappan Road, Old Tappan, New Jersey, at which time and place all persons who may be interested will be given an opportunity to be heard regarding ordinance number 1286-25, and be it finally resolved that the Borough Clerk is hereby authorized and directed to publish the introduction and notice of hearing as required by law.
Have a second on that?
Second.
Second.
Any discussion on this amending the zoning ordinance? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Councilman Benaghi?
Yes.
Councilman Boyce?
Yes.
Councilwoman Costello?
Yes.
Councilman Quan?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
All right, do we have any old business that we would like to discuss this evening?
Yes.
Please.
Just to update, if anyone has one on Oaks House? I'm sorry?
No, not yet, we need just the.
What do we need? What are we doing?
Site plan, that was, yeah, we just need to get that done, so we can go out to bid.
Okay. We're
Okay,
gonna,
I mean, we have the drawings,
okay.
but we have to place drawings.
So who has this information? Who's moving forward on this? Is it Tom? Is it us?
Yeah, we don't have the information, we need to create it, basically.
Okay. I mean, I'm not pointing fingers. I mean, is it your responsibility?
Yeah, I think Bill and I are gonna try to do it together, so that we don't have to hire a surveyor and
Sure.
go through all that stuff. But we do need some elevations, so it's gonna be a little bit of an effort, we need to get together out there.
All right. Well, if you need somebody, I'm free. If you need somebody to hold a transit rod, I mean, I'll do whatever you need to
We
do.
might take you up on
Oh,
it.
that's fine. I'm looking for something to do in January or whatever, if you guys need something.
Do you think we can have this done, at least move forward on this at reorg?
We get a shovel in the ground?
I don't know if we'll have a shovel in the ground.
Oh, I mean, a shovel in the ground in the spring. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
It would be nice if we could go out to bid, in February
Yeah.
and then start, break ground in March or something.
Yeah, that's not an issue.
Okay.
So it seems like just little by little, if we can just tackle one step at a time. So if it's that site plan, did you say? If we can,
Yeah, we need a site plan, a partial site plan just for the immediate surrounding area.
so if we could kind of, in pencil, put down January 5th to have an update, that would be wunderbar.
You can have the plan done by then.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. And I'm still around if you need help.
Okay. Anything else, old business? All right, entertain a motion to open the meeting to the public?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Would anyone from the public like to be heard this evening on any matter?
Motion to close.
Second.
Favor?
Aye.
All right, motion to adjourn?
We'll move.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, we'll move right into our executive meeting. Roll call, please.
Mayor Gallagher?
Here.
Councilman Benaghi?
Here.
Councilman Boyce?
Here.
Councilwoman Costello?
Here.
Councilman Quan?
Here.
Councilman Marty? Councilman Neal?
Here.
Okay, Tom, engineers report.
Thank you, good evening, everybody.
Hey, Tom.
Just a couple items to mention, there's not a lot going on, honestly, right now. The ADA ramps on Central Avenue were completed, so the next step would be to get the county to put the crosswalks in and the typical warning signs on either side of the crosswalks. So I'll reach out to them and get that process moving. The other item I was going to mention is that our paving contractor, DLS, was in town today, working on some punch list stuff. So we can finally get that contract closed and be rid of them at least for another year, hopefully. And that's all I had. I'll try to answer any other questions that you might have.
Yeah, Tom, the crosswalk by Chestnut, where's that exactly?
Where is it?
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
it,
the new ramps are obvious, so it's going to go,
is it like
If you're
towards
co-
Norwood up from
No.
Chestnut?
it's just toward downtown Old Tappan from.
So it's on the west side of Chestnut,
Yes,
on the Winding Creek side of Chestnut?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. The reason I bring this up is because I only spoke to the mayor about this, but You remember we had a gentleman come in and ask about a dog park?
Mhm.
I spoke with Andy, I walked the site, I thought a good spot might be on the other side of the community garden, that's at Chestnut. Not at Stone Point. I didn't like Stone Point. I'm not a big dog park guy, but I'm willing to listen, so it's fine. So if we had, me and Andy looked at it, and I thought, well, okay, that would work. But there's a parking issue, obviously. You only fit like 3 cars there. So if people could park at the playground at Chestnut, there's 20, 30 spots there, quite a few. And then walk, and then cross safely, that would work. So anyway, we'll talk about it at budget time.
Are there sidewalks on Chestnut, on, we'll call it the west side of Chestnut
I
then?
haven't-
Both
Yes.
sides have-
Yes,
Yeah.
because with the ball field there, yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty safe, Chestnut's safe.
Uh-huh.
It's just crossing right there, some people, they fly both ways.
Where would the dog park be?
You know where the community garden is, by the corner of Chestnut and
Okay.
Central?
Second one.
Behind it,
Behind it? That's not
or
bad.
adjacent to it, or we haven't really figured it out yet.
Where Bill Howe wanted to put the walk.
Oh, yeah, the walkway
Yeah.
to Harrington Park.
Yeah, Andy thought it was a home run if
That's good.
that's what you want
I
to
like
do.
it.
It's out of the way,
Nice, yeah.
it is sort of private.
It's
in the-
also walkable from a lot of. the
Walkable, not
residents.
disturbing any neighbors.
Maybe-
Anyway, we'll talk about it at budget.
Does wetlands have anything?
There's a sewer easement there,
Yeah.
but we already put the garden on top of the sewer easement.
And that was that
Oh,
whole,
jeez.
like, you don't have to be
Tomato.
30 feet from the.
Yeah.
This is not a structure. It's just gonna be wood chips on the ground and a fence.
Oh,
Not gonna be.
As long as you're not filling it in, it's not an issue.
Yeah, I mean, the topo, I don't think has to be changed. It doesn't have to be level to be a dog park. I mean, it can't be like
Right.
this, but it doesn't have to be level. You just, I know, let's be discussed. Okay. I'll come up with something with Andy. We'll take a look and see what's up.
Maybe a sketch or something?
Yeah, I could do that.
You do that?
Yeah.
We have a landscape architect too on,
Oh, Bill.
you know.
Bill's doing enough.
Okay.
I'll draw one lefty. I'll see what I can.
Gonna design it
Actually, yeah, our council provided me a sketch. It was very
It's a
robust.
rectangle. Fenced in rectangle.
It was still a great idea. It's very nicely, well done.
Okay. Anything else for Tom?
Tom, just a general question. Did we ever use that paving contractor before? Have we used them in the past?
We had years ago, and it's the same ownership. This experience was really bad.
Yeah, I seem to heard a lot of complaints about this.
Yes,
This
the
go
experience was
around.
really bad.
For what streets that it was bad on?
Well, the work itself, for the most part, was fine.
Right.
Just
Like the
logistically dealing with
scheduling and
them.
stuff.
They also did Old Japan Road for the county, which
Oh.
was a
The
nightmare.
police didn't really like him either.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some damage done to some buildings, I
The
think.
fact that they did, like, they got the county stuff, and then they said, oh, well, let's put it all together, so we don't have to come in, and that really screwed everything up.
Yeah.
All right.
You would think that that would be a home run for them to get both jobs, be in the same place in the same time frame, could make more money, but it was just really hard dealing with them.
Okay.
It's just to be mindful for the future.
Yeah.
I have another crosswalk question. Over at the Exxon station, I
Mhm.
think they have the ADA compliant mats and a curb cut and everything from DeWolf across to the gas station sidewalk.
Right.
Yet there's no handicap striping or anything or any crosswalk striping across there. I know that some kids get dropped off there from school and they cross to walk down DeWolf, but they're just walking across the street.
Are you talking about the new ramps?
Yeah, they're nice
Because
and.
DLS was supposed, the process when the county's paving, which is a little bit crazy, is that, we're responsible to redo the ramps before they come in and do their paving. Because they're now only taking responsibility for face of curb to face of curb.
Right.
So anything beyond that, including sidewalks, is on the borough. So we meet with the county, they tell us what they want, but then we have to implement it and pay for it. So for that particular project, for the paving of Old Japan Road, they were closing down the ramps on this side, the ones closer to the gas station,
Okay.
and making the ramps on the, I call it the east side, I think you would call it the north side, putting new ones in there.
Okay.
And DLS just whiffed on it. They just didn't do it.
It just,
They missed it on the drawing. So that's why, right now, I think it's in a state of like partial construction, from what I understand.
So it would be a ramp to a full curb if going from DeWolf across to the gas station.
Yeah, they were gonna close those off and put full depth curb in and put the main ramp on the north or east side, whatever you wanna call it, by Wiklinski's house.
So is there a way to safely cross Old Tappan Road near the gas station? And can we get one?
Not yet.
Have you seen people drive down from Kristen? You know how fast they go, Bill. You're there all the time like me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't cross there, ever.
Well, a lot of people do, especially
People are
kids
moving,
after
coming
school
from
when they
Kristen
get
down
off.
that hill.
So Holy Angels and
And it's
Don
hard to
Bosco,
tell.
I know drop off, I'm pretty sure
Dwight
Don
Englewood.
Bosco and Dwight Englewood drop off at the gas station right there. And then kids walk across Old Tappan Road to DeWolf and then mosey on up DeWolf. So that's a very important spot.
How do schools decide on that area for a
It's been
pickup?
years.
It's been
But I
that way
thought
for
that
years.
the
Done that
county
forever.
should Put crosswalks where there's a turning lane.
They won't put it through the turning lane.
Yeah. So isn't there a turning lane right there?
Yes.
There is.
So you're gonna have
There
a
is.
problem with
It's
that.
really wide right there.
Yeah.
It's really wide.
It's
that's why they
60,
won't
50,
put
60
one
feet
by the
wide.
firehouse either.
Yeah, so they made us move it to the other side, but the work is just not complete. So right now, I don't know that they closed off the curbs yet though either, but they might not, they're not striped for it because they did the
Right.
paving and striping in anticipation of this work that hadn't been done yet.
I
I think
would have
that's the
the,
confusion.
It's not the best place for pickup and drop.
yeah, I would have the schools move that spot.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
they
know,
have moved spots in the
Yeah.
past, depending on, where the kids are kind of clustered,
Yep.
right? So we might say to the school, hey, this is a very dangerous intersection, blah, 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 and then maybe they can move it to a different spot.
How do we go about doing that? There's so many schools.
Yeah, but you
Is
like,
that-
I use that one spot?
they
Yes.
can use,
Oh,
I'm at
yeah.
Starbucks sometimes
At
at
least 5
6:15 in the
schools.
morning, 6:30, I'm at Starbucks, and somebody picks up there, I think Don Bosco
It's
or,
between 6:45 and 7 are the pickups,
So
and
what is-
2:30 are the drop-offs.
and all the kids are there in Starbucks,
Yeah.
and the bus pulls up, and it's safe, it's in the Bi-State
So
parking lot.
that's great.
Do in the park?
There's no crossing the street, there's no
I
cars except for
never,
people
I
going to
never
Starbucks.
let my kids take the bus for that reason.
I mean, that's a safe spot. Down to Exxon Station, it's not safe.
So,
Well, in
so-
addition to just schools pick up and drop off at the station,
The bus
people do
company.
cross there. I see people cross there regularly, so if we could
We do.
keep
There
an
are
eye
people
on that,
crossing.
that'd be great.
You could have 100 crosswalks across Old Tappan Road, and people are gonna cross
Yep.
where they wanna cross.
It's like we
I
put,
watch it in front of the firehouse, right here. So
how many
why
hundred
just-
thousands of dollars we spend on sidewalks and they walk in the street.
Yeah, so I
I'll
appreciate it.
follow up with the county just so it's clear that we're waiting on the contractor.
Are there sidewalks on Wiklinski's side?
Yeah.
No,
But on Old Tappan Road there are.
yes, on Old Span
But
Road.
not on DeWolf?
No.
No.
So, okay, so now they're gonna cross on the north side or east side, whatever we call it.
Sidewalks on my side of.
Right,
of
right.
the wall.
Yeah,
So
then
now they're
they're
gonna,
supposed to cross
now
the
they're
wall.
gonna cross, because you can't go through a turning lane.
Yeah.
To Wiklinski's property, and now they're gonna
Walk
go.
on the grass.
Then they're gonna go across.
You gotta go across
to,
again.
One
by-
DeWolf
By
side.
one DeWolf, and you can't see the people coming from like the farm, the cars until the last second.
I think it's a great idea to have a conversation with the schools, but I just don't know, how did they select that as a stop? I don't know. It's been like that for many years.
I could tell you that spot's been there for at least 30 years.
Mm-hmm. Like Halloween on Country Square.
Yeah, let's start again.
Really? Gotta go there.
Okay, if you can make that phone call and let us know what you find out, that'd be great. Where were we? Engineers report. Anything else for Tom? Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a
Enjoy
great
the
holiday.
holidays,
Thank you,
everybody.
Tom.
Thank you.
Nice holiday.
All right, council committees report. Let's start with Council Mtg.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Really not much. Report from the Senior Advisory Committee next week on Thursday, December 11th. They'll be celebrating the season with their annual holiday luncheon at the firehouse. Rec Department report, Friday, December 5th, will be the borough's annual tree lighting celebration outside of Borough Hall. Report from the Construction Department. November's numbers, there's currently 25 open permits, yielding a total of $11,976 for the month in fees. bringing the annual total to $357,751. Report from the DPW. Some of the major work they completed in the month of November, they worked on the GIS system for the stormwater system, for the stormwater drains. They decorated all the borough buildings for the holidays. Installed internet access at all the field houses and some pump stations. They confirmed the cell signal booster is up and running at Stone Point. They collected 5,000 yards of leaves. They cleaned leaves from the golf course. They are working on installing a new playground at Gallagher Field. And they helped set up and cleaned up after Election Day. And a report from the fire department for the month.
One more thing on DPW, and they also lowered our flags to half-staff in tribute to the two National Guards.
Okay, thank you.
When does leaf pickup end?
This week. Thanks for reminding me. For all the residents, the last leaf pickup will be this week at your street. Report from the fire department for the month of November. The fire department had 8 calls for service, totaling 34 man-hours. The total for the year is 207 calls for service, totaling 1,272 man-hours. Training, the department members participated in extensive vehicle extrication training this month. Apparatus report, the new command vehicle has arrived. They'll be working on the lights and radios and all the programming before it's in service. And 43 squad, 43 engine, 43 tower, and 43 marine are all in service. And I believe tonight is, they're celebrating with an annual dinner where the officers cook for the crew. So congratulations and job well done to the crew this year. And that concludes my report.
It's also the annual gear check.
Thank you.
So they go through and make sure their gear is compliant for another year.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you.
Concludes my report.
Councilwoman Costello.
I don't have anything to report.
Councilwoman Knight.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Kind of the full police report on our next meeting, which will be reorg. But for today, as of today, we have a retired police chief, as of me saying it right now. Our current police chief is no more. He has retired. And Bob Wacht, our captain, is the officer in charge. Currently, we have 2 resumes submitted for police chief. And the testing company, interview company that we engage with right now says the 15th, as far as I know and Anna knows, but we don't have confirmation of that. We just have, it's going to be the 15th, but I'm working on that. I'm meeting with the captain tomorrow or Wednesday, I'm not sure of his schedule, just so we can chat to see what he needs, because he's just kind of being thrown into this. And I'm sure he's very confident. He's been there a long, long time. And but I just want to touch base with him and, make sure he has our support, whatever he's going to need. Hopefully, they interview on the 15th, we interview again, we'll have somebody in place by the 30th. If we don't, 31st, if we don't, we're going to have to appoint a officer in charge because our captain's retiring on the 31st. So that's our only glitch that may happen. So we might have to have a special meeting. Is that the only way we can do that, Brian? Yes. We have to have a special, resolution. we'll have to have a special meeting to appoint, it'll literally be a 10-minute meeting to appoint an officer in charge. And
We have a meeting on the 18th.
we do have a meeting on 18th. Well, if timing is right, we'll have it done by then, but I guess we have to have a contingency, let's just say.
Okay.
Okay. So on the 18th, we could discuss that.
Sure.
And we can say on the 18th, if we don't have someone in place, this,
Well, you'll be making a decision because you won't have another meeting.
right,
So you'll either appoint someone as chief or you'll appoint the
Correct.
officer in charge.
correct, exactly. So if we don't get to meet before the 18th as a committee, the three of us, to discuss that, then we're going to have a person in mind on that night that I'll bring up and we'll discuss. And say, this is, in case we don't have a chief, this person's going to be the officer in charge. Correct? That should work. Then we won't have to have a special meeting.
Well, yes, yeah, except that you're going to do one or the other because, again, the mayor and council would have to meet in order to appoint the chief. So I think on the 18th, you're either going to appoint the chief
Right.
or you're going to appoint an officer in charge. You're going to do one or the other.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, like, let's say the committee, the interview, the third-party interviewer, they can't get there till the 17th. So they interview and stuff, and we can't get together on the 18th, but we can get together on the 20th. On the 18th, we have to say something.
Maybe we have a little bit of a fallback. I know we floated the idea of the 21st. I know we got Jeff coming on the 18th, but the
Right.
21st is a Monday. That, a lot of us have Mondays kind of set aside, so maybe that could work if
Okay.
we got pushed back a couple of days.
Okay, and we'd only need a quorum.
22nd is the Monday.
22nd. Okay.
We wouldn't need everybody, we just need a quorum. Everybody would be great, but
Sure.
we only need, what do we need,
That could
three, four?
Buy us a few days, but we'll see.
Right, okay, to be discussed.
Yeah.
I think otherwise we're
Okay.
heading in the right
Thank
direction.
you for your efforts
And
on
you
that.
can do a remote meeting as well, which makes it much easier.
We could do a remote meeting. You could do Microsoft Teams or whatever, or Zoom or whatever.
Yes, still legal, yeah.
That might be the easiest thing. But anyway, well, I think we're, let's not put the cart before the horse, let's see where we're at.
Those are terrible.
Oh, I hated
You have
those.
to open them up to the public, right?
You do. You have to advertise too beforehand.
So that's
48 hours.
Yeah,
That's where it gets tough.
I know. Okay, so that's my report, I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Let's move on.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have a few things. OEM in November. Andy's report says that he met with the police to go over the election protocol. That was early November. He was monitoring a couple of storms that did happen in November. Also, he had the remainder of the mobile radios installed. Next week is the county OEM meeting, and also next week, deputies will be attending a basic workshop course at MetLife, and that's part of the new mandatory training. In January, they're going to have a winter preparedness meeting with the departments. So that's OEM. Library, there's a board meeting next week, so I don't have any update in terms of numbers for November yet. Please put on your calendar this Saturday, the 6th, is the craft fair from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the library. They're also preparing their budget for the budget meeting, I think is in January. And then just a couple of programs I wanted to highlight for the month of December. One program is Make Your Own Wrapping Paper and Gift Box in time for the holidays. I wish they actually had a course on how to wrap gifts, since my wrapping is pretty bad.
Me too.
Another program is Kids Art Class, and that's led by NVOT Teens. In finance, remember it was about a month ago, had the insurance company present to the employees of the borough about another alternative to the current expensive healthcare plan. What was presented was the high deductible healthcare plan, where the town then would put money into an HSA for that employee. Remember, both us as the employer and the employee, the current plan is expensive for both of us. And then after that, I did a town hall meeting for one of the departments to get a little bit more understanding and clarification of that. From that meeting, it yielded 20% of our insured employees converted to the high deductible plan. That obviously has saved them in terms of premiums paid, and it has saved the borough $62,000 of savings annually, according to Jesse. Is that right? 62,000. Yeah. So happy to report that. Next year, I'll do a better effort in terms of follow-ups in town halls and offer that. Hopefully that plan is still offered. Offer that plan to the rest of the employees and do the town hall meeting to the other departments. And that's the end of my report.
Awesome, that's good news. Thank you for that.
That's Jay.
Jesse, thank you. Okay, Anna, thank you. Okay, Council President Boyce.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Get you.
Yeah. So the planning board was a pretty quick meeting. Last time, we memorialized 3 applications. One was to provide a variance relief for a pool cabana, which impacted the FAR of the property on Hidden Court. The other was for a small roof over a patio, I believe it was on Spring Court, that went into the side yard setback a little bit, had the only way around it would have been to clip the corner of the roof, which the planning board agreed and that was unnecessary. And then the last one was to provide a modest business use, less intensive use within a residential area on Old Tappan Road. So that's it for the planning board, aside from everything else we're doing. The veterans all observed Veterans Day at the high school and were provided lunch. That was a really good event. We elected not to have our first ever Old Tappan only Veterans Day ceremony at Oaks Park, so that we can in the future have something when we break ground and we actually start the new memorial expansion over there. So we chose not to do anything for that. The golf course, I'm happy to announce that the bunkers are almost done. There's one step which we have to seal the concrete, which is part of the Billy bunker system, which goes under the sand, but it has to be dry to do that. So once it's dry and we have the weather on our side, they can seal it, then they can put the sand in. The management says that they're going to try to keep people off of them for the winter, so that opening next year they're, pristine and perfect. But the membership, while the management has reported that the membership really like the way the bunkers are, they're a little bit smaller, so I assume it's going to speed up play, a little less sand. Let's see. We are meeting with the management team and their accounting division on December 3rd to go over the operating budget for 2026. I think we're going to try to put in some other fail-safes and some other metrics so we can check in on them as they progress through the year in terms of their, expenses and profitability as the year goes on. So it's not, so there's no surprises. The Environmental Commission had an awesome meeting on November 18th. It actually was a really great meeting. A lot of things were discussed. We're going to continue the photo contest next year. Patrick Gambuti, who's been working with the school and had reached out to Danielle for their walk to school days, they're looking to increase the number of those per year by having a walk to school Wednesday. We're hoping to get that off the ground next year, weather permitting. Danielle says it's terrific. That's our superintendent. Hooked on Fishing is scheduled for next year, June 6th and 7th. We figured out what our meeting dates are for next year. We are interested in contributing to the master plan. Once that gets going, they would, they're not looking to make it LEED certified or anything, but a green review of the upcoming overlay design standards that we're hoping to do with Burgess Associates. Also, let's see, we came up with a lot of new initiatives for next year, like invasive species removal in town. We can identify those in different parks. We thought, since we have our Scoutmaster also sitting, Ryan Weaver, sitting on the Environmental Commission, he has volunteered some of the Boy Scouts to help take the invasive species out of some of the parks. Deer management was discussed, no resolution, and the list goes on. We do have one Boy Scout also who's interested in installing birdhouses, pollinator plants, and native plants that provide food for birds somewhere in town. So I'm trying to tee up a meeting with Andy Brackenberry to find a place. I was thinking behind the library because I know Councilman Benagi and I identified
look
that a
at
while
that.
back.
The library wants to do a butterfly garden.
That's a
back
perfect
there.
spot.
Yeah.
And they do own, they didn't know they had that piece of property.
Yeah.
I thought that was an easement.
Thought it was Bergen County
No,
Housing.
Yeah, Bergen County Housing, yeah.
No, Bergen County Housing gave them a piece of property.
Okay.
So they do own that property, and I know Kimberly, they really want to do like a
Yeah, there's a mess back there.
butterfly garden or something, so that would be fantastic.
It's fairly level. It's not a lot of work to make it into a garden. I mean, me and Bill looked at it that one time.
Yeah. So we're going to make a list of native plants. I think it'll probably happen in the spring. That concludes my report.
Thank you, sir. I got a question, just native plants.
Yes.
Native plants probably mean you're friendly?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. So
They'll eat them. Native just means native to the area.
No, I
You know,
get
not
that, but
from
they're eating
Australia.
everything that's not.
The
you
deer,
know.
is a 50-50 shot. Okay.
yeah.
I mean, that's more Bill's game than.
Okay. All right, fair enough. My comments tonight, very, very brief. Attended the League of Municipalities Conference 2 weeks ago or so. Our borough attorney, borough administrator, CFO, Court was there, Jin was there, and I'm not sure if Bob Rush was there. I didn't see him.
He was there, he went with Rivervale.
Okay, so we're down there, got all sorts of new knowledge attending that conference there, and it was well. We actually also attended. I attended, and Anna's the administrator, I guess, for the Bergen County League of Municipalities, and I guess they had their reorg meeting, we can call it, elected new officers on that first Tuesday afternoon. So the Bergen County League of Municipalities. Also, I sent out to everybody the committee assignments for 2026. I didn't hear anything negative to that, so I'm assuming everyone is tickled pink for their new assignments that they will be looking into in 2026. So thank you for overseeing those various committees and departments. And that is all I have. Motion to adjourn?
Move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, we are now going to move in.